Mandatory Miss 77 is in the house, and welcome back to the WWE 2K18 Universal Mode series. So we are back on Raw episode 4. We have quite well, there's a whole bunch of matches. Anyway, so without further ado, let's get this underway to start the show. Doing stuff, advanced settings. Okay, now we are back. So anyway, let's just get this show underway. So okay, let's get the show underway. So Kendrick versus Tozawa, 1-on-1. This would be a pretty good opening match. I mean, Kendrick is a veteran in wrestling in general. He used to compete in WWE before, back in the Limitless Aggression era. But he's back now, and he's looking to become a champion. And Tozawa, I think both Kendrick and Tozawa are former champions. I know for a fact that Tozawa is a former cruiserweight champion. I'm not sure about Kendrick, but either way, this is a pretty big match, and there's a lot on the line. There's a lot of pride on the line, and a lot of place. Like, there's a lot of potential here, because whoever wins this match may become, maybe I'd recognize as a great cruiserweight. So anyway, let's get the show underway. I hope you can hear my microphone, by the way. And here he comes, the man with a plan, Ryan and Kendrick. Kendrick wearing a rather casual top, but the man with a plan is here in the opening match of Raw, looking to make a statement. Kendrick, a former student of Shawn Michaels, the Shawn Michaels Wrestling Academy. He's got a lot of skills inside the ring. But Akira Tozawa is also an indie darling, and is now on the main roster. And his kind of style of strength, mix of speed, kind of unorthodox, is definitely popular and effective. Tozawa took the ring to himself with his signature chant. He's a tough bastard, I'll give him that. Anyway. 1 second. Anyway, apologies about that. So the match is Kendrick versus Tozawa. Look at this DDT by Kendrick. Great, this is on display here. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, I know I'm interrupting a lot, but okay, back to the show. Kendrick now. He's got Tozawa. He's got the advantage on Tozawa right now. Look at this. Oh, ooh, nasty knee strike to the back. Front headlock now. Knee to the face. Knee straight to the jaw. And a punch now. Look at this. Tozawa sneaking out of there with a nice counter. Look at this. Rainmaker. Look at Tozawa and looking to go after the arm. He's just trying to wear down the arm and ooh, nasty. That is painful. And a big soccer ball kick. And Kendrick will have to try and regain his footing here. Tozawa doesn't look like he's going to allow that to happen. Oh, look at Kendrick, Irish whip off the ropes. Big calf kick to the face. And Tozawa's in agony right now. I would be too. Oh, look at this, Kendrick. Ooh, look at this, it's gonna, oh man, stomping on the hand, on the hand, on the arm. It's painful. Now dragging him over to the ropes. Oh, look at this slingshot. Tozawa may must feel like a ton of bricks right now. It must feel like that. Oh god, that's nasty. I think Kendrick's intentions are clear here tonight to win the match by any means necessary. Oh, look at this. Shouldn't break on you, shouldn't transform it into a Indian deadlock. God, that could make your legs snap into like multiple different places. And Kendrick looking to showcase that cruiserweight style tope atomica. Sorry if I'm so quiet, but I'm just, yeah, I have my reasons. Look at this going behind, look at this. Human suplex by Kendrick. And Kendrick with a nasty suplex there. Tozawa may be the master. Oh god! Headbutt. Tozawa may be more known for the jump forward suplexes than Kendrick is, but Kendrick can still execute a publicly effective one if he wants to. Kendrick, the vitamin, has the advantage here. Oh, look at this! Oh! He's coming to turnbuckle! Sliced bread number 2! Oh man, that is. Well, look at this! Oh, Captain's hook and it's a rope break. Kendrick, that speed, the fact that he just went from the slice bed number 2 straight to the Captain's hook, it's very so effective. And I don't think he's done with Tozawa just yet. And maybe he's looking for the pain after that. Maybe he thinks that the move thing itself may be able to win the match, and it is. And a big win there by Kendrick with that slice bread number 2. Oh, look at this! Whoa, Kendrick! It's going mental on Tozawa. I think Kendrick just wants to brutalize Tozawa. I think he wants to just make sure that Tozawa can never be a contender to him ever again. Oh man. Well, no love lost. I'll say that much. Anyway, on to the next match, which is a match between two incredibly talented female wrestlers. Sorry, hold on. Anyway, right, let's get the match underway. So. Sasha Banks, the women's champion here on Raw. She is a legit boss, and that's the reason she calls herself that. It's because she is the boss of the women's division. Other than again, she is dealing in this match a former women's champion in her own right, Mickie James. Now, Sasha may be incredibly talented, but James is also a veteran and may have a few tricks up her sleeve. Although, of course, the reason why Banks is wearing that championship is because she's the best at what she does. So anyway, let's get the other half of the match in. Sasha's just calling for Mickie James to come out. I think she just wants the match to begin. James, a fan favourite, and also, of course, another veteran of the industry. She used to be a major fan of Trish Stratus, but then in the resulting feud from her obsession with Trish Stratus, she became one of the most popular women's wrestlers of the 21st century. James is in general, she's got it all. Let's see what happens here. Banks. Okay, right. Anyway, so let's put this match underway. And a big elbow there by Sasha Banks. Start things off, and look at this. Using snap suplex. Also, Beast20025. No, I don't. I'll look at your channel, but I won't subscribe to it if I don't like it. If I don't like it, I won't subscribe to it. If I like it, I might. I might subscribe. But first, let's just get this thing. So right now I'm streaming, so I'll do that right now. And Mickie James. Look at that butterfly hold, and oh god! That's wrenching on the spine there. I think Sasha Banks is in agony right now, and you can see that. Oh, Sasha Banks is trying to escape here. Oh, inner elbow to the stomach. Irish whip up the ropes now. And Sasha Banks, oh look at this! And Banks unleashing her inner fury on Mickie James. Good god, that's a lot of aggression. And now, looks like Banks is looking to fly. Sasha Banks, elbow drop from the top rope. Looking to the leg, Mickie James is struggling to get out, and she does. It's a close 2 count. It is a close 2 count. Oh, goes to the Banks. Shining Wizard Enziguri. And James has a nasty shot to the head. Oh. Looks like Banks. And Banks is looking for the bank. Oh, then it connects. And look at this. Package pin. Package pin, and James might be out for the count, and no, he isn't. James stays in it. Oh man, but I don't think James is expecting this. This is why you gotta be so careful. Look at this. That's the backtracker. And here she goes. She's going around. Banks statement that it's a rope break again. The rope break saves Mickie James. Whoa! Look at James. Apologies. Real fast. Anyway, that should be hopefully the last interruption that I'll have for the time being. Anyway, back to the match. James got a buddy out and pushing the leg sweep there. Oh, and a big kick to the kneecap there. That might have some. Oh, and Sasha Banks isn't feeding that. Isn't feeding the impact. Whoa! James a DDT! And Sasha. Oh, Sasha got through and head first into the mat. And James is done, neck breaker. Look at this Hurricane Rana takedown there by James. James is extremely quick, athletic, effective. That's why he's a former women's champion. Mick kick. Mick kick. That could have knocked Sasha out. Could have broken Sasha's jaw. I think Mickey James is looking for the pin, hook into the leg. That's a 2 count and Sasha kicks out. You gotta put more. You're gonna do more than that to get the win over Sasha Banks. There's a reason she's called the boss. She doesn't bow down for anyone. Oh, and a big drop kick there by Sasha Banks. Mickey James stunned, rolling under the bottom rope. Now climbing the apron. And Sasha with a big punch. And Sasha following James outside the ring. Attacking the leg. And a big clothesline. But that's counting though. Sasha may want to get back in the ring. And they are back in the ring now. Banks. Oh, Banks is looking for the straight jacket. I think she's looking for another bankrupt in the connect. Bankrupt. But I don't think she's going for the pin now. I think she wants to make Mickey tap out. And look at this. There's the back cracker, and I think she may be going for the bank statement. They look at Mickey James, and they once again a rope break saves Mickey James. But Sasha's not done. This nasty kick to the back. I think she wants to continue performing up into the back. I think with a pin, hooking the leg. And that's it. I think Mickey James was out after that bank statement. And and Sasha just gave her that little kick just to make sure she was down for it. Now Mickey did put up quite a showing, but it wasn't enough. You can see Sasha Banks proving why she's the women's champion and the boss is because she can win against anyone, anywhere, any time. So I'm not gonna stick around for the thing, but on to the next match, and that is Bray Wyatt versus Kalisto. Sorry, I'm just tired. Okay, right. Let's get back into the mood. Bray Wyatt versus Kalisto. Wyatt last week destroying Cedric Alexander in an absolute elongated squash match. Wyatt, however, is continuing on his hunt for possible new family members. And a streak of terror. Possible winning streak here, and he's competing against Kalisto, former cruiserweight champion. After beating Alexander last week and surviving a few lumbar checks, Wyatt slanted Alexander with Sister Abigail to end the match. But Alexander and Kalisto are two different people, and if Wyatt keeps the same game plan that he had against Alexander, it might not work because Kalisto's style is different than Alexander's. But then again, Wyatt's style himself is unorthodox. A man of his size would not be able to move with the speed and agility that he can. And let's not forget, his size obviously adds to his strength as well. So he's a strong and agile beast, and also, of course, the strongest factor, the mind games. You cannot forget about them mind games, guys. Wyatt, since going solo, since leaving his brothers and his sons, since letting his family go, Wyatt has been looking to start anew, and well, looking to continue, and what could be a possible reign of terror for him. And here he comes. His opponent, the former Lucha Dragon, Kalisto. Kalisto, a high-flying energy, very different to the style of Bray Wyatt, whose slow, steady mind games. But we'll have to see if Kalisto's quick-paced style works against Wyatt. We know for a fact that Alexander's style didn't work. We'll have to see how Kalisto fares against Wyatt. One-on-one action. And now locking up, and it looks like Kalisto pushing Wyatt off against the ropes. Tight grip like a referee. I think they're going to get in between it for a clean break, and it is a clean break. And oh, Wyatt, look at this! Sambo suplex, immediately taking down Kalisto. That's why you can't give Wyatt a chance to breathe. He's just so quick. And Kalisto, though, with a sit-out jawbreaker. And I think Kalisto's trying to play it slow and steady to try and find out what the best tactic against Bray Wyatt is. Look at this Irish whip off the ropes. Look at this Hurricane Frankensteiner. And now Wyatt is struggling here. So look at this, another jawbreaker. So far it hasn't been good news for Wyatt. Oh, he caught Kalisto's leg in a dragon screw there. And looking for a quick kick to the chest. Okay, he's looking for some strikes there. And forearm, and now Wyatt against the ropes. Irish whip into the corner off the ropes. Oh, super kick. Hasn't been good. It looks like Wyatt's reign of terror was never meant to be. But he got again. He may have not been able to adapt to Kalisto's style like he did Alexander's. He destroyed Alexander. Number. Bray Wyatt. So let's get on to the next match, a tryout match for an NXT star coming out to the main roster. We'll be doing and Saya, well, not every week, but occasionally. And now, the tryout for this week is Saya Fulton, who destroyed No Way Jose in the opening match of the NXT last week. So, because of the absolute squash, and because he was the most successful out of the Sanity members that night, I decided to bring him up. The commentators are trapped in smoke right now. The fans are in darkness. Some of these fans don't know who he is. But those who do know that Fulton, for those who are unfamiliar, Saya Fulton is a member of the Sanity faction. Huge in NXT. And he absolutely demolished No Way Jose in the opening match of the first NXT show on the Universe mode. So because of his absolute monsters, his incredible performance that night, I decided to bring him up for a tryout match on the main roster. Of course, he'll still be NXT. It's just that we'll have to see how he fares, and if he wins, then I may just bring him up to NXT, bring him up to the main roster early. Kind of like Kalisto's entrance to Bray Wyatt, it contrasts pretty heavily with anyway, it's incomparable. Saya Fulton. Not in real life, obviously, he's heel. Ability here, tossing Fulton around. Saya folding him up to Elkins around him. Oh, Mongolian shot to the shoulders. Shot to the stomach. Nick. Middle of the game. Oh, I'm thinking that maybe looking for something bigger here. And look at this missile drop kick. And now a big stomp to the arm. This isn't going good. This is not going well for Saya. Uh-oh. Saya's caught the fist. Uh-oh, look at this. Explosive suplex, and that could have broken a few ribs. And oh god, he's wrenching on the neck now. Not going so great for Saya. Oh, big DT. And Sigurður is bouncing around, feeling rather. Uh-oh. I think they end the match right now, I think. Look at this zigzag. Chanting Saya for it. And our winner, Dolph Ziggler. That match was always seems like Ziggler was gonna win, but Saya Foden has nothing to be ashamed of. Though he has nothing to be ashamed of. He represented his team on the main roster. Plus, he was facing a former World Heavyweight Champion and a former Intercontinental Champion and a veteran of the WWE in Dolph Ziggler. So that is already impressive enough. But anyway, I saw a photo movie down to NXT for the time being, and I guess he'll be going up with the then. And to the penultimate match of this, Rollins and Ambrose are tag team champions versus the Hype Bros. Anyway. Let's get this match underway. Now Sigurd, no. Now the match is underway. Sorry if I skipped the intro, it's just that I'm a bit bored. Anyway, Rollins and Ambrose are tag team champions. They fought last week against the Revival. They fought against, I think it was the Revival. And they go off against the Hype Bros, who are equally talented. Rollins, oh, the face buster. And Ryder's probably in pain at that. He has to be. Anyway. Rollins now, some kicks to the head. Oh, big punch. The fans chanting, let's go Ryder and woo woo woo. But so far, it doesn't look like it's going Ryder's way right now. Set. And slamming Ryder's head into the corner. Tagging in Ambrose here. Oh. Ooh, Ryder slammed aggressively against the corner post, and now I don't think Ambrose is done. It's not my takedown. Look at this form from that.